What is up? It's your boy Boomz. We got a new vid and new little series. I call it the third wheel. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is taking certain figures and adjusting their wheel in ways that aren't with the norm, I guess you'd say. So you open up with Swablu, open up my Coco, easy peasy. And so, like as you can see with Zapdos, since he's my my first guinea pig, I changed him because I'm running a paralyzed deck basically. So I changed him to be more of a paralyzer, I guess you could say. Something like that, you know what I mean. I just enlarged his, I expanded his Thunder Charge, which kind of makes him almost seem like a weird Sableye with the status effect and the gold. I don't know, I kind of like the dual threat. It seems like it could work. Coming out hard with Swablu, right? Man, the little guys are pretty tough, and a couple of them get on the field, taking away your 60, and their round damage can be pretty sufficient. But he's paralyzed, so that's okay. I'm going to come out and bring out Circuitry because he's a beast, and I got lucky. That was all I could do. That was actually a really uncomfortable position right there. But now I actually have time now. I can actually bring out my figures. Because I tend to sometimes overstretch myself, I guess you'd say. Which therefore gives my opponent advantage. So now I'm like, okay. Let me bring out my figures, relax, be good to go. Except I attack a lot. I'm an aggressive. I like to run electric, you could tell. That's their playstyle. Go ahead and bring Coco out in the middle. And then here comes Swab, trying to come down and take out my Coco. But I hit the melee, which is perfect. I'm going to bring out my Ampharos, in case they try to... Not try anything, but my Paralysis pretty much gives me a buff. So the figures I get the Paralysis is nice. So I bring back my Circuitry, bring him back home. Raikou takes that 113 and knocks out Swablu. So now it's only minus 40, I believe, or 30 or 20. I don't know, something like that. I have a couple swaps, but I don't run them a lot. And so I'm not too familiar with them. That was a smart play right there by my opponent. So I'm here, I'm trying to get the 80, which I get, which is perfect because I just added plus 20 to my attack. And the two figures that got paralyzed, they only missed a little tiny 4% or 4-point slice dodge, which is, it isn't that much of a hinder as it may seem. Granted, yes, I do land those 4-point slices a lot, but not enough to be too worried about it. Here I'm just trying to be able to get a little edge, pretty much be able to move my figures onto his side of the board. And he attacks my Raikou, which is no good. But I got him because of the paralyzed. Thank you, Ampharos. Boom, and I have added plus 10. See how that works out? I love it. Raikou is really good for decks that run Ampharos or like Circuitry, because his paralysis is pretty beastly. Here I just go for Sylveon, because if I do get knocked out, I will have another figure to bring it right back on. Ooh, I got lucky there. And I would be able to, wasn't really threatened that bad if I lost Coco. Goes block with Sylveon, which is perfect. I go ahead and switch out my Raikou and my Coco. This way, I can easily quickly get Coco right back on that side, so therefore I have two figures putting pressure on his goal. Rather than wasting 2 turns to do that, I did it kind of in one. I guess you'd say. Lately, I've only been running Gold Block and Max Revive with Poke Switch, Scoop Up, Swap Spot, and Electro Sphere. And it's been doing really well. I'm surprised he moved down with his Swablu. But I was able to take out Mr. Swabs. And now I have pressure on his goal. He only has one figure there. And he just advances. I was shocked by this. I would have tried taking out a figure by like my entry points and try to get more figures on the board, because the Swablu deck isn't really successful without Swabs. But that's okay. And then bam! Got that Zap Cannon. I love Zap Cannon. Now I know I'm running Jolt right now, Jolteon 2, because I saw Fodder's video and I was like, I want to run my Jolteon, see how he's doing. So he's also in these two duels that I'm showcasing right now. But I'm gonna switch him. I'm gonna switch him out for my Vikavolt still. Vikavolt's a beast. I got 5 chains. He's level 9. Does Zap Cannon. I mean, it's awesome. All right, so that's the first one down. All right, and now this one, which I only landed the purple once. I didn't really get to showcase Zap, so let's see. Hopefully this one does a better job. And we're playing a Psychic deck with Cosmo Energy. Why he popped it off, I don't know. Because my circuitry can just eat that up instantly. But whenever Dio comes out, rather than letting those 2 DOAs come out and be all powerful, I like to give him some pressure. And I swapped in my Mr. Zapdos. And here, the reason why I attack with circuitry always for the entry point is because they get the weight too. Or like that, they hit dimensional slip and they go back. The only thing that's kind of a bummer there is the fact that I lost my my instant paralysis with circuitry, but that's okay. So Zap hit gold again. I was hoping he hit the purple, but surprisingly, the fact that I expanded the Thunderous Charge, he still lands gold like 90% of the time. But when it's all gold, he lands the other ones a lot more frequently. It's funny how their will slices adjustments change everything. Oh, speaking of that though, one quick thing. What figures would you like me to try out or change wills and test them out when like kind of a deck, you know? Post them in the comments below. I'll do the next video on one of your guys' choices. I'll adjust the will, I'll play some league matches with it, post up the results. And if you want, even give me the type of team you thought it'd work with. I'll try to build whatever I can of it, and I'll run that whole team. Because this is just supposed to help us all see what type of a will adjustment for a certain figure might actually fit a certain deck that we have better than what the standard is, you know? Go ahead and bring Coco there, threaten that surround on Dio. Curlia. I like Curlia. And we get another slip, but I hit my beacon light. But for some reason he respins me. Threw me a curve. I didn't understand that. I would have just kept Dio there, you know, but that's just me. So I go ahead and finally pop off my Electrosphere. And I'm pretty brave with my Jolt. Well, he's level 8. And I expanded, well, I guess he's only level 6 there. He's level 8 now, and I've expanded all gold and took away from the 45. Because the dodge, I like the dodge there. And for the, I like his gold. I don't really, the 45 is cool and all. It's a stronger attack, and it gives him paralysis. But I'm not really trying to use Jolteon for the paralysis. I'm trying to use him more for, let me get past you and move towards the entry point and lock it down. So That was my whole thought behind what I wanted to do with him. So go ahead and bring out and force forward, you know. I'm like, alright, I'll go right after Deoxy Speed. And since my Xurkitree ate the plate, I don't have to worry about them switching places. So that was an easy KO. Now, Skirt Birdie. That one's a little trickier to knock out because that big old roost and the that purple confuses my figure and any of my figure connected to him. So it can be pretty sketchy. So go ahead and goal block, but I use Ampharos because I want a strong figure by my goal. Because I know exactly how it's like with Deoxy by your goal, and he just eats up every single figure on that back line and just wins it. So I knew that could happen, which this is perfect. Like, it probably looks like I might be screwed, but I'm not. I can just throw Raikou right behind him. Unless he has Scoop Up, he's pretty much surrounded next turn. Which, he used Max Revive, which I'm surprised he did that. It made no sense to me, but okay. So I hit my melee. So I'm like, okay, cool, perfect. Let me go ahead and get the surround. Take out that Deoxy. And he doesn't surround my Coco. Which, to me, was like a misplay on their half. Had to have been. So we got the Roost. That's okay. So he goes right after my Zerk. I'm like, oh no. Come on, buddy. But I hit that Zap Cannon. Even though I get knocked out, it's okay. Because he gets to wait 2. And he's paralyzed, so he doesn't have the his attack subtraction. And my Raikou is mainly all gold, so it blocks his purple. So I'm sitting actually pretty nicely. I'm not worried about things. And he goes and gets the Evo there, which was a good play. For some reason, I have a level 6 or 7 Curlia, and I don't seem to get the Evo off. Oh, a little lag there on my video, my bad. Alright, so I got Zap. Reason why I did Jolteon next to Raikou is because Jolt was able to get right up on Raikou, which gives him the buff. But I don't think, actually I'm thinking of energy, right? I have a spear, so I have to have Zerk on the field, huh? So I guess there's no real reason for me to do that, but I kind of played out better, I think. I'm not worried about it. Come on, Jolt. Eee. Oh, ho, ho, ho. 1 point, baby. 1 point. Ooh, I needed that. So I went ahead and went after his Deoxy. Because he's only at 139. And I would have hit 140. I would have won by 1 point, but I didn't quite get it. Here comes Curlia. Or Gardevoir, should I say, since it evoed. And I get the Whirlpool. And he only switches them. I would have switched out. I don't know. I wouldn't have done that, but that's okay. I'll take it. Ooh, I hit that melee. Can we hit 2 melees? Nope. And Dio gets the KO. So here, I just go ahead and attack his pink Skirty. And he Roost. Always with the Roost. Uh-oh, here we go. Come on, Raikou. Don't hit white. Equala. Hoo-hoo! That was close. So I went ahead and threw Ampharos right there. So that next turn I can surround with Jolt. If I need to be. Or, see, ooh, perfect. Perfect. Now I get a +10 for a paralyzed figure. And I got rid of Lunala. Couldn't ask for much more. Come on, Zap. Gold. Like, he does not land his purple. Isn't that funny? Like, I haven't been able to use his purple on anybody. Come on, buddy. And here, when I get... lately, I've been, like, noticing or figuring out. There we go. I landed purple. Is that when I have one figure on the board like that and I got some in the back, don't be scared to, like, just kind of charge the goalie. Because you can always cycle out your figures, you know, especially when it's 4-on-4. And it seems like I've had better luck that way. I know I could be completely wrong, but that's just my opinion. You know, it's worth it to take a chance, you know. All right, come on, we're about to have this. Let me advance with Jolt. We can get this win. Victory, here we go. Can we make it? Yes, we do. Look at that, hitting that gold again. But in the comments below, yeah, post what figure you'd like me to test out and change their wheel, and I'll make that vid for you, for us actually. All right, thanks for watching. This is Boomz. I'm out. Peace.